The Portland Fire, or the Toronto Tempo, the first expansion team. Well, they got the second pick. They got a. I think the Toronto Tempo have a very, very interesting team right here. And I don't think it's bad. Like, I actually don't think it's a bad team. I thought it was going to be an actual draft like last year. This is such an L. This is such an L. Like, they could, like, people are actually excited for this. This is like such a big L, and it's really, really bad. But for going live for this, if you guys could subscribe, that'd be greatly, greatly appreciated, because man, I thought I was gonna be live for like an hour. I thought we were gonna be having a lot more fun than this, I can't lie. Like the reaction when Temi got picked, I thought we were gonna have that again. So if you guys could subscribe, it'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys again for 58,000 subscribers. Really do appreciate that. But Julie Alamond, a really good pick. I am shocked. Do I think Julie Alamond stays in the Toronto Tempo? No. I think Julie Alamond gets traded. Because I think Julie Alamond has that type of value. I think they're going to tank. Julie Alamond's one of those players that is a good player on a... if you put Julie Alamond with a bunch of good players, she can run the show. But if you put Julie Alamond on a team of bad players, she's not going to do much. So I think she's actually going to be traded. Nyara Sabally is an interesting one, which means that the Liberty protected their overseas players, which I kind of get. Like, if Raquel Carrera is coming over, she's better. She is better than Nyara, so I guess it's an interesting one. Marina Mabry is going to be there. Look, she's going to make $1.4 million. It's as simple as that. Like, Marina Mabry's going to make $1.4 million. Like, I think she'll be happy with that. She'll make 1.4 million and probably be an all-star. I am shocked. I'm shocked the Aces did it again. I am shocked. The Aces did it again with Aaliyah Nye. They did it again. Like, they let the one player on a rookie deal leave. Just like last year with Kate Martin, they let the one player on a rookie deal leave. Marina Mabry, or say Aaliyah Nye is big. Lexi Held from the Mercury. I thought Kat Westbeld was going to be taken, to be honest. But obviously Lexi Held was. Maria Conde is a really interesting one from the the Valkyries. Because Maria Conde is probably the best of all the players. The thing with Maria Conde is she hasn't played in the WNBA. Like, she's my age. She's pushing 30 and she hasn't played in the WNBA. So, like, I do think personally that Maria Conde is a big asset, to be honest. I think she is a big asset. Like, if she's coming over and she's committed and she's playing, she's a huge asset. I have been shocked though. Like, if Carla Late was unprotected and Maria Conde was there, I am shocked they did not take Letitia Emmy here. I am shocked. I'm actually shocked they didn't take a single Canadian player. That Bridget Carlton, who was the very first pick of the draft, I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked. That being said, Maria Klindakova was a player that I expected to be protected. I fully expected Maria Klindakova to be protected by... Sorry, 1 second. By the Lynx. I thought she was going to be fully thought she was going to be protected by the Lynx. And yeah, it wasn't. I think she's a good pickup. I think she's a really, really good pickup. Honestly, I think Klindakova is a very, very solid player. I will go over the Fire after the Tempo, by the way. I will go over the Fire after the Tempo. I think she's a nice pickup. Aja Kane, like, of course, like, the Liberty used the last pick of the fucking draft on a player. And they lose the last pick of the fucking draft. Like, they use a pick on a stash player they have no intention of bringing over. And they take the last pick of last year's draft. Of course. No hands confirmed. No, I just don't actually know what's behind. Well, there's nothing. It's just a messy hotel room, to be honest. There's a bottle of Coke Zero down there. But Milic, who's Milic? Obviously Serbian, I'm guessing. Who does Milic play for? Okay, so she played previously. She's 31, has played for the Lynx. She's from Bosnia. Has played for the Sun. And averaged 6 points per game in her last WNBA season. And has played 2 WNBA seasons, including 2023. She had an ad block for coming up. I guess that's an odd pick. That is a really odd pick from the Connecticut Sun. When someone like a Rhea Marshall was probably available. But Kit Lax, I like Kit Lax as a pick. She's a sniper. And the dog. The Toronto Tempo have the dog in them. They have that dog in them with Christy Wallace. I can't lie. They have that dog in them. For people saying Sophie was never gonna be picked. How much better is Bridget Carlton than Sophie Cunningham? Like, how much better is she? And this team, I would say this is like a 12-win team if they don't before free agency. This team goes 12-32. I don't think this is terrible. I think if they get one half decent free agent, this team's actually not terrible. I think the Tempo have a good team here. They genuinely do, and they have the higher pick in the draft. The Mystics protect Olsen. Probably. Yeah, because something was available, yeah. So they probably did protect Lucy Olsen. Sophie's, I don't think Sophie's better than. If you want to buy a Dog Wallace t-shirt, it's in the description. Link in the description. You can buy the Dog Wallace t-shirts. But yeah, I think I would give their overall drafting, considering they got Aaliyah Nye, who's a player I really like. Really like Julie Alamon, and I think you're gonna get a decent asset in a trade for her. I like Marina Mabry as a tank commander. I like Kalinda Kova as a good pick. I'm gonna give them I'm gonna say, considering how many are UFAs, like a 7.5 out of 10. And I think they signed the better UFA to put on a max. Like, they didn't just panic and sign Bridget Carlton. Like, unless the Toronto Tempo, unless the Portland Fire are willing to offer Bridget Carlton $1.4 million a year, she can still join Toronto. Like, she can still leave. Like, it's as simple as that. Like, unless they're willing to offer $1.4 million, like, there's still a chance that Bridget Carlton ends up on the Tempo. And my favorite thing is that there's going to be at least one player that ends up on one of these franchises, like Tiffany Hayes last year, that got protected and still ends up at that franchise. So yeah, that is it for the Toronto Tempo. I'm going to give them a 7.5 out of 10. Obviously, I'm guessing a lot of you guys are probably giving them. What are you guys rating them out of 10? Obviously, I'm live. You're watching this as a video. I'm currently live right now. So what do you guys rate the Toronto Tempo out of 10? I'm going to give them around an 8. I'm going to give them a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. So we've got a 7.8 out of 10. 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10, 7.2, 7.5, 8, 7, 7.5. Yeah, I don't think it's Valk's level, but I think it's pretty good. I think they did a pretty good job here.